Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be learning how to cut this beautiful bustier with a plunged neck. So if it's something you would love to learn, do well to watch to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. And if you are new on my channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Subscription is totally free, and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified anytime we drop new videos. Let's get right to it. From the top here is my shoulder line and my starting point. So I'm going to come down to mark my bust point. From my shoulder to my bust point is 10 inches. I'll mark that all the way to get a straight line. Then from the top again, I'm going to come down to mark my under bust line, which is 12 inches. I'm going to mark that all the way to get a straight line. Then I will extend the point across. Then from the top, I'll come down to mark my waist in front. From my shoulder to my waist in front is 16.5 inches. I'll mark that all the way to get a straight line, and I will extend the point across this way. So this is my waistline, my under bust line and my bust line. So I'm going to come to the top here. I'm going to divide my shoulder by 2, which is 7.5. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. I'll connect from the shoulder slope into the neck width like so. The next thing is to mark our chest line. And how to get your chest line: divide your bust by 6, then add 1.5 inches to the measurement, and I got 7. I will extend that point across this way. So this line now become my chest line. Then on the chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here to get a straight line from up. I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the point we just marked. I'm going to come to this line, divide it into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint, and the midpoint of 7 is 3.5. At that point, I'll go in by half an inch. Come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. I'll mark it on the chest line, then connect my armhole like so. So the next thing, I'm going to come down to mark my neck depth of 3 inches. I'll connect from the neck width to the neck depth, though we will not be using this neck, but it's just for a guide. Then the next thing is to mark our dart, and to mark your dart, you're going to divide your nipple to nipple by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I'm going to be marking the 3.5 on all the lines, and now connect the point with a straight line. Then I'm going to come to the shoulder slant here and mark the midpoint by dividing what I have there into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint of my shoulder slant. From the midpoint, I'll connect it back to our dart leg this way. So now we insert our dart. I'm going to be marking ½ inch on the center front and 1 inch on the side front. But if you're a plus size, you can mark 1 inch on the center front, then 1.5 inches or 2 inches on the side front. So I'll just connect the markings together like this with a straight line. From the bust point, I'm going to come down by 1 inch and then connect my point this way with my curve rule. So now we are going to determine where we want our dress to start from. You can decide to maintain the chest line, but if you don't want it that low, you can go up. I'm going to go up by 1.5 inches. You can do 2 inches. It depends on how you want it. At that point, I'm going to extend the point across like this. Then at that point, I'm going to mark ½ an inch on the center front here, and then on the side front, I'm going to mark 0.7 here and connect it back to my bust point. So we have successfully taken our darts. The next thing is to mark the neckline. So it's a plunge neckline. You will determine how deep you want it and how open you want it. So I'm going to come down by 1 inch from my under bust line. Like I say, it depends on what you want. And then for the width, how open I want it, I'm going to mark 1 inch. By the time you open it, because the paper is on fold, by the time you open it, you're going to have 2 inches. So this is how open I want it. I don't want my bust to be showing, and then I'll connect all the way to the 1 inch like this. So we now have our plunge neck. I'm going to connect. So for the side front, I'm also going to connect from here into the armhole like this. and this is it. The next thing is to impute our ram body measurement. I've already marked my bust measurement. The dart we have here, I'm going to replace it on the armhole and then add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the under bust, mark my under bust measurement here, replace the dart and add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the waist. I'll do the same thing, mark my waist measurement, replace the dart and add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and connect my markings together. So the next thing is to mark our darts, our bust dart. This is the difference you have from your shoulder to your waist in front and back, and mine is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to come down by that 1.5 inches here and reconnect back and connect the point back to the bust line this way. And I'm going to cut it out. This is the part we don't need. I'll go ahead and cut the pattern paper out. This is all for the front. Please pay attention to how I'm cutting or where I'm cutting from, so you don't cut wrongly. So I'm going to close down my dart. Please do well to close down your dart before you cut your pattern papers. So this is what we have for the front. If you don't want that plunge to be open, you want to cover it with net, this is what you are going to use to cut the net, and this is all. For the back, I'm going to come here to impute my shoulder measurement just the way we did for the front. Come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll mark my neck width of 3 inches. I'll connect from the shoulder slope into the neck width. Then I'm going to come down to mark my chest line just the way we did for the front. You're going to divide your bust by 6, then add 1.5 inches to the measurements. And in my case, I got 7. I'll extend that point across. I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here and connect from the shoulder slant to the point we just marked. I'm going to mark the midpoint of this line, and at that point I'll go in by 1/2 inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4, then I'll connect my armhole. The next thing, we are going to mark our darts by dividing our nipple to nipple measurement by 2, which gave me 3.5. I'll mark that on all the lines, connect the point with a straight line. Then on the waistline, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides of our dart leg and connect back to the chest line. The next thing is to impute our ram body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll come here, impute my waist measurement here. Then the 1 inch for that, where I'm going to replace it here and add my sewing allowance. I'll add my sewing allowance on the bust line as well, and I'll connect the points together. And this is basically it for the back. If you are using a loop, if you are using eyelet, there's no need for you to add your zipper allowance. So I'll be using eyelet for this pattern, so I'm going to subtract 1 inch from my measurement. The reason why we are doing this is to have that snatched look. You can even do more than 1 inch, but 1 inch is enough for me. You can do 2, 1.5 inch. It depends on how snatched you want your dress to be. So this is where our eyelet is going to be. But if you are not using a loop or eyelet, go ahead and impute your zipper allowance. I'm going to give my neck a curve here so I don't have it straight, and this is basically it for the back pattern. I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is what we have for the back. You can actually tape this down with your tape to have it as one piece instead of having plenty pieces, so that you can cut it as one piece. And this is all we have for today's tutorial. Thank you for staying tuned, and I will see you in the next video.